Most people still think longevity escape velocity is a distant future, something our children might see, maybe even our grandchildren. A world where aging is no longer just accepted, but treated, repaired, and pushed back. Sounds exciting. But it also sounds far away, like science fiction, waiting for the next century. What if we told you that this is not a distant future, but a reality that is already beginning today? What if some of the technologies that could eventually make it possible are already being tested right now? In this video, we are looking at 3 emerging therapies that could become early pieces of the longevity revolution. These therapies aim to rejuvenate aging cells, help the immune system clear toxic senescent cells, and restore function lost to age-related decline through stem cell therapy. None of them are magic, and none of them prove immortality, but they show something important. Longevity medicine is starting to move from theory into real experiments, real companies, and in some cases, real human trials. So the question is no longer only, will longevity therapies arrive one day? The better question may be, how close are the first real therapies to achieving longevity escape velocity? The first therapy may be the most ambitious. It comes from Life Biosciences, and it is called ER100. The idea is simple to say, but incredibly difficult to do. Make old or damaged cells behave younger again, not by changing the DNA code itself, but by changing how the cell reads that code. Your DNA is like an instruction manual, but cells do not read every page at once. They follow epigenetic signals that tell them which genes should be active, which should stay quiet, and what kind of cell they are supposed to remain. With age, those signals can drift. The cell may still have the same DNA, but it starts reading the wrong instructions. ER100 uses 3 reprogramming factors, OCT4, SOX2, and KLF4. These are part of the famous Yamanaka factor family. But the goal is not to turn eye cells into stem cells. That would be dangerous. The goal is partial reprogramming. Reset the cell just enough to restore function without making it lose its identity. Life Biosciences is starting with the eye, specifically optic nerve diseases like glaucoma and NAION. That matters because vision can be measured. And in 2026, ER100 entered a phase 1 human trial. That does not prove it works yet, but it does mean one of the biggest ideas in longevity science has moved from animal research into human testing. If this can be done safely in the eye, the next question becomes much bigger. Could similar reprogramming one day work in other tissues? The heart, the liver, the immune system, the brain. This is why ER100 matters. It is not just trying to slow damage down. It is testing whether some damaged cells can be restored. Trying to live longer and healthier can get expensive. Food, supplements, gym, recovery, medical tests, it all adds up. So we built Nocito. Snap multiple receipts, import bills, or dictate expenses by voice. Fully on device. No bank sync. No cloud required. Your data never leaves your phone. Budgets and due date reminders included. Search Nocito. Link in description. But not every old cell should be reprogrammed. Some cells are too damaged to save. They stop dividing, but they do not die. Instead, they remain inside the body, releasing inflammatory signals and making nearby tissue work worse. These are senescent cells, often called zombie cells, and as we age, they can accumulate. The second therapy takes a different approach. Do not repair the zombie cells, remove them. This is the idea behind SenoVax, an experimental senolytic immunotherapy from Immorta Bio. Instead of using a drug to directly poison senescent cells, the goal is to train the immune system to recognize and clear them. Think of it like giving the immune system a wanted poster. These are the cells causing damage. Find them, remove them. And Immorta Bio's broader strategy goes even further. First, use SenoVax to remove old harmful cells. Then, use a stem cell-based platform, Stem Cell Revivify, to support regeneration after the cleanup. In simple terms, remove the old, then help the body rebuild. This is powerful because senescent cells do not just sit quietly. They poison the local environment. They create inflammatory noise, and that can make regeneration harder. So before repair can work, the body may first need cleanup. Now, SenoVax is still experimental. The strongest longevity-related evidence is still preclinical. So this is not a proven human anti-aging therapy. But the idea is important. Aging damage may not just be something we support or manage. It may become something we target and remove. And if a therapy could safely remove zombie cells from your body, would you see that as medicine or as human enhancement? The third therapy is less flashy, but maybe the most grounded in human data. It is called Lomecel-B, also known as Lomecel. It is being developed by Longeveron, and it targets aging-related frailty. Frailty is not just getting old, it is the loss of physical reserve. Walking becomes harder, recovery becomes slower, strength drops, the body becomes less able to handle illness, injury, or stress. Lomecel-B is a stem cell-based therapy made from mesenchymal stem cells taken from young, healthy donors. But the goal is not simply to replace old tissue with new tissue. Modern stem cell therapies are often more subtle than that. These cells may act like biological repair coordinators. They can release signals that reduce inflammation, support blood vessel function, and improve the local environment for repair. In a Phase 2b clinical trial, Lomecel-B was tested in older adults with aging-related frailty. One key measure was the 6-minute walk test. That is exactly what it sounds like. How far can someone walk in 6 minutes? It may seem simple, but it measures something real: movement, function, independence. According to reported results, patients receiving Lomecel-B showed improvement in walking distance compared with placebo after 9 months. That does not mean stem cells have solved aging, but it shows why regenerative medicine matters. Because longevity is not only about living longer, it is about staying functional longer, walking farther, recovering better, keeping independence. That is the kind of longevity that matters first. These three therapies are very different. ER100 tries to reprogram old or damaged cells. SenoVax tries to train the immune system to remove zombie cells. Lomecel-B tries to restore physical function with regenerative cell therapy. They are not all at the same stage. They are not all proven, and none of them should be treated as a guaranteed path to immortality. But together, they show a clear shift. Longevity science is becoming more practical, more targeted, more focused on repair. For decades, aging was treated like an unavoidable background process. You could eat better, exercise, sleep, reduce risk. But the biology of aging itself was mostly left alone. That is changing. Scientists are now testing whether old cells can be reprogrammed, whether toxic cells can be removed, and whether weakened tissues can regain function. Longevity escape velocity is still uncertain, but the first tools that could move us toward it are no longer just science fiction. They are entering trials. They are being tested in animals. They are being built by companies, and they are forcing medicine to ask a new question. What if aging is not something we simply endure? What if it is something we slowly learn to repair? If you want to stay updated on the latest breakthroughs, subscribe. No hype, just easy and factual insight. And if you haven't yet, explore our previous videos, each one uncovering another piece of the longevity puzzle.